Hello students, let's discuss currency swap. The currency swaps are agreements whereby currencies are exchanged at a specified exchange rate and specified intervals. So here we are exchanging currencies from one country to another country. Reason we don't have access to the other country, so we exchange it through an intermediary or through a banker. The basic purpose of the swap is to lock in the rate. So the percentage, the interest rate is to be locked in an interest rate swap, the principal is not exchanged, but in case of a currency swap, the principal is also exchanged at the beginning and at the end of the swap life. So the difference between interest rate swap and currency swap is in interest rate swap, we only exchange the interest rate, not the loan amount. But in case of currency swap, we exchange the loan amount as well as the interest rate. Let us understand it further with an example. Typically, the uses of currency swap are you can convert a liability in one currency to a liability in another currency. So, suppose you have a loan in Indian rupees and you want it in US dollar, you can do currency swap and convert Indian rupee loan into US dollar. That basically doesn't mean your loan will get converted, but you're exchanging your Indian loan with the US dollar loan with the other party staying in US. Conversion from an investment to in one currency to another currency, like you can convert your loan, you can also convert your investments like deposits or investment in the stock market with other country person or other currency. Like interest rate swaps, currency swaps can be valued either as the difference between two bonds or as a portfolio of the forward contract. Difference between two bonds is nothing but how much you're earning on the bond which is in US and how much you're earning on the bond which is in India. The difference between the two rates, we call it as spread, interest rate spread, like we did. That is the gain from the swap. You can do it like that, or you can also calculate it as a forward contract because you're paying interest in 5 years, so you call it as a portfolio of forward contract and solve it to find the forward rate. So we do it like a difference between two bonds. Consider a 5-year currency swap agreement between IBM and British Petroleum entered on 1st Feb 2004. So IBM has decided to pay a fixed rate of 7% interest in sterling and receive a fixed rate of interest of 4% in dollars from British Petroleum. So here interest rate payments are made once a year and the principal amount are $15 million and 10 million sterling. So what is IBM doing? IBM is receiving 7% interest on sterling and it is paying 4% interest on British Petroleum. So it's paying in dollars and it's receiving in sterling. So how the cash flows will look, I told you here, we also exchange the loan amount. So $15 million will be exchanged with the $10 million. So here if you see cash flows for IBM, IBM will exchange $15 million and get 10 million sterlings. So it is giving dollars, it's getting sterlings. Now it has to pay the interest in dollars because it has borrowed in its own country in dollars. So it will pay 7% of 15 million, sorry, 4% of 15 million, which comes to 0. Just a second. It has to pay 7% interest in sterling, correct? So they have exchanged the loan. So he has got sterling and he has given dollars. So because now he has got sterlings, he will pay interest on that. So on 10 million sterlings, 7% is 70, 0.70. So IBM is paying 0.70 every year and it is receiving 0.60, which is nothing but dollar you or interest in US dollars on $15 million. 7% interest is equal to 0.60. So let's understand it in simple way. IBM borrowed $15 million in its own country. It gave it to British Petroleum. British Petroleum borrowed in their own country in sterlings and gave it to IBM. So IBM has received 10 million sterlings and has given 15 million sterlings. But interest payment has to be done now. So when it has received 10 million sterling, it should pay 7% on that 10 million. So it is paying 0.70 every year. And because he has given $15 million, he should receive interest on that. So he will receive 0.60 every year. So if you see, the interests are also exchanged and the currencies are also exchanged. And at the end, when the loan gets over after 5 years or after 6 years, he will get back his $15 million with the last interest payment. So he'll get 15 million plus 0.60 interest and he will give back that 10 million sterlings which he had got with 70% interest. So here we are swapping what I basically mean to say is we are swapping the principal amount, the loan amount at the beginning. Whatever they want, they will take it at the beginning, and at the end we are giving it back because we have to repay the loan. So that was about currency swap. Swaps and forwards. A swap can be regarded as a convenient way of packaging forward contracts. So as I told you, every time you pay the interest or you swap the interest, you can treat it as one forward contract because you're doing it in the future. The value of the swap is nothing but the sum of the values of forward contract underlying the swap. So if you treat each year as one of the forward contracts, the total of all the years gain is nothing but the value of the swap. There are two types of swaps which we have already discussed. The plain vanilla swap, which is nothing but interest rate swap, where you extend the fixed rate with the floating rate, and the second is the fixed for fixed swap, which is called as currency swap. Here you don't have a floating rate, but you have fixed for fixed rate. So both the rates are fixed. So how to solve those kind of sums we will understand. The last one is swap options. That is nothing but options on interest rate swap. If you trade on options in swap, we call it as swaptions. If the buyer has the right to enter into a swap with the fixed rate pair, as fixed rate pair, the swap is called call option, and if he can enter the swap with the floating rate pair, it is called as a put swaption. So this was about swaps, currency swaps. If any doubts, you can clarify. Thank you.